After the death of Sharon at the end of last week's episode, the gang is forced to summon an extra witch, a green witch. And to everyone's surprise, it ends up being Rio, played by Aubrey Plaza, much to Agatha's annoyance. And because they have this little rivalry going on, and I must say, Aubrey Plaza has to be one of my favorite actresses. She absolutely nails every role that she's in. The amount of, you know, energy that she puts into a performance that elevates the role beyond what it should be. I mean, I absolutely loved her performance in The White Lotus, and she might be the strongest aspect of the show opposite Catherine Hahn. And I feel like their combination of both of them, how they bounce off of each other, make the show actually better than it's supposed to be. Aubrey Plaza's performance aside, we're getting into that section that I was dreading, which is fuller episodes. We're getting to the middle section of Agatha, and it feels like we're leaning into what has happened before. It starts off very strong. It's just the in the middle, guys, where things just, start going a little bit slow. My problem is, if it doesn't add anything meaningful to the rest of the story, do you really need to put that in there? That's just me, guys. Okay, so Rio's character suggests to Agatha that they betray the rest of the gang, and the rest of the gang hear this, so this causes a bit of a rift, and I don't want to spoil the whole episode, but they summon something and they have to take care of that first. And, naturally the episode ends on a cliffhanger. So Rio tells Agatha something significant. And this whole thing about the teen, I would like to see where that goes. That's interesting. But it's a bit tedious in moving that section of the story forward. So, like I said, guys, it's good. It's a decent show. It's much better than I expected, but it's just this middle section that's giving me, a little bit of vibes that we've gotten this before. Fuller episodes, and then we get to the last stretch where things get a little interesting, So it looks like it's going to repeat that. That's why I've always said, like these Disney Plus TV shows would have actually worked better as feature-length films, because it feels like a feature-length movie that has been cut up into episodes, because then you can see what the inconsistencies in the episodes, especially with the runtime. One episode might be 28 minutes and the next one might be 43 minutes. There's a lot of inconsistencies, and I mean, if you splice all this together, you end up with a feature film. So I just hope that the writing improves, where that they can get sections that are, each episode feels like its own thing. I don't want to compare this to The Penguin. I don't want to do that, because I know it's something different. But if you look at that TV show, there's clear direction in the writing, and, everything just feels like it works. It fits well into place. Now, I'd love to see where this goes. It's not that bad where I can be like, what, I'm not watching this again. It has never actually reached that point. It's pretty interesting up until now, guys. That's it for me. It's a short episode, so I can't really go into things that much without spoiling the whole thing for you guys. But I can recommend that you watch the show, guys. That only for that introduction that is about to happen in the show. Now, I would be very disappointed if that introduction doesn't happen, and I'm talking about Mephisto. And that would be great if he makes an appearance. But if he doesn't, then let's see what happens, guys. But that's it for me. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about Agatha. It's decent. It's not great, but it's watchable. Catch you on the next video.